German
Welcome
flag.
everyone to the Saturday live stream on the Virtual Animation Discord server. Today I want to show you some magic on Quill. My name is Jari, I'm from East Belgium, from the little German speaking part of Belgium, so that's why I have this beautiful German accent. So please forgive me my pronunciation. 2 weeks ago Daniel did a super cool live stream where he showed us some linear baking manipulation technique that was awesome. And after this stream I was sitting there with my mind blown. I was there think about, oh, what if I do a circular endless loop? So I jumped into Quill and I discovered a new technique, and that is really awesome to do crazy stuff like this, for example, like this waving flag here, or like this beautiful sun animation.
Damn, that's crazy.
I love them. And I love this also here, like a flower or something like this. So yeah, I want to show you how I did this.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it. So
I tried to do a flag one, but I didn't look as good as that.
I want to show you how I did this. After you showed your flag, I was there. You can do this. I know, without many problems.
The problem I had was the loop point.
Yeah.
It wasn't matching. So.
Yeah,
same thing for me. I tried the same, Daniel, after you did it, and then the loop point made me crazy.
Yeah, I was going nuts. So I want to see how you solve it.
I will start a new project. After the stream of Daniel, I was going into Quill, and I took my hat here, and then I wanted to do a circular loop. So I was going there. Let's duplicate this first, so I have one if I fail. So I will move this here, up here, so like this, and then I create two sequence layer. One I will call it bake. The other one I will call it rotation. So I put my head in it, the rotation layer here, and the rotation layer is in the bake layer. And now I go to the bake layer, and I want to have a loop of 6 seconds, and then I will have a linear loop. No, here on the rotation I do keyframes. I want to have linear keyframes. I want to start here, so I make my keyframe at the first frame, and I want to end up here again, so I do this again for the end. And now I go to the middle, make a keyframe right in the middle at 3 seconds, and then I want to be here on this side, and then I make one again here. I want to go clockwise, so he's already on the right position, so I go here on the right in the middle, these two, do again, and go over here. And then I have, let's make this off. So I have an endless loop, infinity loop, rotation, and now I can bake it down like this. Let's put it, I don't need this anymore, and let's see what I get. So I have now frame by frame animation in this circle, and what I can do is, like Daniel showed us, I will select every frame I'm a little bit shaking here. Okay. Now I want to see every frame. Take a look if every frame is selected. So you have every frame is blinking. If there is one frame in the middle or somewhere that's not blinking, like this one, maybe you will see it. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you see this, you can go to this frame. It's here. And now you can put here your minus, and when you put the right trigger down and let the left trigger up, so you have the plus again, and then you have it selected. So now I have this baked everything. Now I can manipulate. Now you have to think about everything is going like this on this clockwise. So every manipulation will come from the left to my object. So let's manipulate it like this or like that. So randomly I'm gonna do some stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Uh,
I think I know what you're going to do, but this is pretty genius.
Alright, I can do. I push it with a grab tool to be inflate this. Alright, going to
One question,
deflate.
Jari, sorry.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you moving through the frames with the?
No, yeah, I'm moving
Okay.
with my object to the frame, so I see what I do. What here I don't see good.
Yeah.
What is there and what I'm doing. So I move
Yeah, because-
forward and then I see what I can
Because
do.
you have all the onion skin on for all of the frames.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I know where is my first frame. It's there. Okay, I have to do all the parts. I can go here, make this, or go here.
Yeah.
So I see
Oh
what
my God.
I'm doing. What it's sometimes it's too heavy to
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Yeah, to show everything, right?
show
Sometimes it
everything,
gets-
yeah. But that's okay. Maybe you hear my computer. It's running really
No.
loud.
It's starting to struggle a little bit, right?
Yeah. So
Your computer is quiet. We don't hear it.
okay. So let's do something else. I will wanna.
I just thought of something, guys. You know what you could use this for? If you need to make the effect of something behind a glass or water, like a fish tank, and you make it look like it's deforming due to reflection.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's looking at the fish on the other side, and the fish is saying, "Look at this guy." I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
you can use this for many things. Let's end up with a notch tool here. I don't want to touch the first frame and the last frame, so I will end up like
So you have the perfect
normal.
loop, right? Yeah.
I could manipulate it. It will be a perfect loop, but I want to have one nice
One
face.
frame normal. Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
And if I have this, I can see what I'm doing, but this object is rotating, so I have to rotate it back counterclockwise, and I am going to show you how I did this, or how I do this. First, when I first tried it, I do the rotation layer, I duplicate it, I change these two keyframes, and then it's rotated back. But I saw if I'm doing this, let's put here something in to show you something like this. Now I'm going to,
I think it's hidden.
now I'm going like this, and when I show me the gimbal of the baking sequence layer, when I turn this, I have to turn it like this. You see? Now I'm counterclockwise. And now when I'm put the baked scene, let's call it, Jari bake.
And you have to be at the first frame, right, when you put it in.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
If I don't do this,
It's
it
all
will
screwed
be
up.
yeah, will be on the not on the right position. So let's put this on my rotation layer. And now I already can see what I get, but it's flickering because of the frames per second with the keyframes and the frame by frame animation. So when I bake this back, let's hide this. Or maybe I bake the flash. I don't need the flash. Let's bake it again. Let's call it anim Jari. Then I will see what I get.
Nice.
That's cool.
So it was jittering because the keyframes were interpolated at a different frame rate, right?
Hmm.
And now it's all matched again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I'm glad you said that because I got the flickering. I'm like, okay, it doesn't flicker after I bake, but
Yeah.
it flickers before, and I didn't understand why. I'm glad you explained that. Thanks.
If you
Jari.
are increase the frames per second until the frames of your glasses, like I have the Quest, so I go to the 75 frames. When I do this, it's really heavy, but it doesn't flicker anymore. But that's not
Yeah.
what I want.
Yeah, but you don't want to bake.
No, I don't want to bake. So my computer will broke.
Can you explain again? Sorry, it was a little too fast for me. Can you explain again how you do the counterclockwise rotation?
It's
Because
that was a little bit fast, maybe.
It's a little blurry in my screen. I didn't know exactly what layers you were changing.
Here,
So
I
you
have. I had
what
it.
is the red arrow layer for? Is it like a guide?
It's a guide, yeah. It's a guide. For me, it's only a guide to know or to see what I'm doing, because now I'm rotated
where is
back.
that red arrow? In what layer? Sorry.
This is on the bake layer. It can be on the rotation layer or on the bake layer. It's here in the new layer in here. So guide.
Okay. So that's
Because it only indicates the direction, so it doesn't matter
That's
if it's
right.
animating or not.
Hmm?
of the rotation that
Now
you
I
have
see.
already
Okay, it rotate like this, and when I want to rotate it counterclockwise, I go to the bake layer and rotate all this to like this. Now I have a counterclock rotation. You see?
And that only works, of course, because you kept the origin at the center of the grid, right? If you would
Yeah.
have moved like the pivot or something, then you
Well,
probably
You
would have
you
to do
can
something
you
else.
can do this if you move something like let's do
I don't understand one
a new one.
Sorry.
Like this. Now I can move it in here or to there, like this. If I'm going to copy this, I have one who's the same on the same position, and this is important that I have this gimbal or how you call it again.
Yeah, gimbal. Is right.
Gimbal?
Yeah.
Is on the same position, and this is
Okay.
really important. And you can do this only when you have here in there this similar. So it's not similar again because I increase and decrease it the frames
Yeah.
per second, so it moved.
It needs to be even, right? That's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
The spacing of the keyframes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Makes sense because otherwise it wouldn't.
Yeah,
The speed would change.
that's right. But you can do it with your hands. You can copy this and do the same, but on the opposite direction with the same length of the same length.
So what you do? Okay, let me understand. So what you do is, sorry, my brain is very slow. What you do is you take the layer that's already animated clockwise,
Yeah.
and you take the empty that folder is empty right now, right? And then you rotate the folder, so so that way it's
I rotate.
rotating the whole folder. The
I rotate the whole folder, so it will rotate the rotation layer and the guide, and the guide.
Yeah, you're right, Daniel. So basically, he rotated 180 degrees, and then he went to frame 1 and put the original animation back in to cancel out the animation.
Yeah. But the rotation has to be done with the folder empty. So
yes.
Because if you do it with the head.
Yeah, he will turn also. I can only put it in there after I rotate it.
Yeah. Oh, so when you put the head back, that's already baked.
I can do it again if you want. Like this. Here I have Jari baked. This was my baking.
Yeah, and that's clockwise right now, huh?
This is clockwise. Let's see every frame again. This is rotating clockwise. Now you see the other one is rotating counterclockwise, so I can put this in my rotation folder.
That's insane, man.
And then I can bake it. Yeah, that's
so clever because it's exactly the same timing, spacing, everything.
Direction,
So you managed to flip it around exactly. So that's really, really, really.
You can do this also with linear keyframe animation. I want to show you that. Let's do.
You're 20 minutes in, Jari.
Okay. Let's duplicate it. I go. So. Let's put. I don't need this flash anymore, so let's do the guide. Delete the guide. Now I want to go up and down again. You can go up. I want to show you this. So now I'm going into the rotation layer, I am going to do a new layer, linear. In my bake layer, so I can put my head in it, and then I'm going to do my keyframes. So I select all, I delete them. I want to do ease in and ease out. I want to start there, end up there, and right at 3 seconds I want to be at this position, so I can see what I get. Okay.
Okay.
Now I can bake it. Okay. This is what I get. My baked paint layer. Now I can do the same. I'm going here to select every frame. And manipulate it like this. Or
that's how you did that thing.
yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I was sitting there for
did.
days.
Like this.
I would go to bed and just think about it.
Now I can see what I become.
Oh man, this is so cool. Holy crap.
And
it's like TV interferences or something like that. TV
let's do
glitches.
This a little bit bigger. So let's try.
Whoop.
Well,
And
like, imagine having to do this in like Maya or something.
I don't know how to start.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Well,
need.
there's a couple of oh yeah, I know how to
I
do
kind,
it.
I,
There's,
I kind
deformation
of do,
tool.
but it would be a lot
With-
more work. I can assure you.
With a lattice.
Yeah, there's a wave
Bunch of
deformation
lattices and
tool.
things, and curve deformers, but it will take longer and a lot of headaches and shouting at your computer.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, because Yari just did that in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, now I have
That's how long
to
it takes
bake
to
it back.
create a lattice.
I have to bake it back, so I want to be stabilized on this position. So I'm going to do the same like before. I'm going to rotate these layers. Like, I go first.
How do you know? How do you know where the pivot is, and how do you know it's exactly the same pivot as?
So
Oh,
when
you duplicate it, right? Oh,
yeah,
Because it's the same group.
it's the same group.
Nothing
Yeah,
changed. Yeah.
oh, you grab the same group, flip it.
yeah. I grab
Rotated 180.
Okay.
rotate it 180. Yeah. And now I see the first I go down and second I go up, and before I was first up and second down.
Yeah. Okay.
See,
Makes sense. Yeah.
now when I'm going
And
to
now you
put
grab the big.
this in my linear folder, normally you will be stabilized in here. Yeah, it's flicker, but it's okay.
Yeah, because of the frame rate.
Yeah. I can go also like this and manipulate it right here. I can do when I have everything baked. I can put it already in this folder with the opposite direction, and then I can select it only here,
Do the
not
same.
everywhere. So I hold it right here. So
Oh, I
let's
see.
bake it
I
back
see what you mean. Yeah.
without the guide.
Oh, so you select only the frames that are. That
No,
happen to be-
he's still selecting all of them because they're in
Oh,
place
okay.
this time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Let's see.
And you're seriously challenging the brains
Oh.
of people here. Nah.
Nice.
Ah, crazy.
And what I
Rock solid.
forgot to say, I can do. Show me this. I can do manipulate this or this also. Let's do it.
No, it's infinite possibilities. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can just many kind
Select
of.
every frame like here.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
in Maya, other softwares, you have a object that deforms your geometry, and then you animate that object, but it's normally something already predetermined of something else. Or you have a lattice deformer, like Goro said.
It's
It
less
is-
immediate, right? Here you see exactly what you're doing. So
No, yeah, and also you have more freedom here to do whatever
Totally.
deformation, whatever weird organic deformations you want.
yeah, you're not constrained to the limitation. You just do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Look at that wavy. Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
That's
Waviness.
really
Nice.
nice. I love it. And you have to think about when you manipulate. Let's show every frame again.
So maybe doing
did you-
fire will be easier this way, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it will look
Yeah.
better because you won't have to erase the tip on the.
Yeah.
On the
That's
top
right.
and everything.
You have to think about everything because I'm going up is coming from up to down. My manipulation are coming from up. So you see everything
On
is
top
coming
to
from
bottom. Yeah.
up to the bottom. And
Yeah. The direction of the deformations is different
Yeah.
depending on how you. But the circular one is cool because it's kind of sideways
You can also going sideways and sideways back, and that is he's going. I manipulate it all the way up, and he's going back and do the manipulations
Again.
again, the same manipulations, and this is really cool. Every time when I manipulate something, I wanted to manipulate it back to my original, and this wasn't. I couldn't do that before I discovered this technique.
This is super cool.
And it's possible also to deform the original geometry and still keep the nice loop.
Yeah.
No?
What I could do now is put this baked in a circular and let it circle while it's
You can
already,
lay on top all the deformations and everything, right? Yeah. Wow.
You can do now a circular rotation loop while it's already animated.
Yeah.
And this is nice. Let's
And
do
Jari,
another
I'm sorry,
thing.
I missed the introduction. Is it Jari or Jari?
Jari.
Jari. So Jari, and I'm assuming that, at least I've tried, that anything that you can loop, whether or not it's an up and down loop or a circle loop or any sort of random patterned loop, as long as you can loop it, you can then reverse it and use it, right, in this technique, right?
Mm-hmm. As long as you use the same speed, the same direction, and the same distance.
So neutralize it, you have to make sure that the keyframes have the same spacing when you rotate it, so you can actually neutralize the movement.
Yep, got it.
And also important, I think, Jari already said it, but I reiterate on that, before you put the deformed baked geometry back into the group, you have to make sure that you're at frame 0. So otherwise you're gonna mess up the location of the asset.
Yeah, but I want to think about this linear. You don't need to go back again. If you go up and then up again and it's jump here, so maybe you can do also jump with the last frame back on here and manipulate the first and the last frame with the keyframes here. So you can jump with keyframes to a position that you want. So, but I don't.
I see. So you mean you don't always have to do it this way, that it going at the same speed back. You're saying that you could just make it jump at the end to the initial position. Yeah. You're 30 minutes in.
30 minutes. So let's show you some other cool stuff that I discovered. Let's do only a stroke, one high poly stroke. And which color? A purplish, it's okay. So let's do a high poly stroke. And I want to show you how you can do straight edges on a stroke. Because when you use your grab tool, you can only manipulate. Let's have a look on the wire. Here you have all your triangles that you can see, and when let's do it a little bit smaller. Yeah. If you use your thicken and thinner tool, you can only manipulate it in waves. You cannot manipulate only one triangle and only take the other strokes with
the fall off.
Yeah. The fall off, or if you go thinner. And what I discovered was when I go near and really near, and when I will thicken it, boom, makes a hole under me. You see?
Wait, what?
You see? I was thinking, whoa, that's a bug. I discovered a bug. No, this is a technique to make sharp edges. like this. Ooh.
Blasphemy.
You see?
Blasphemy.
And you can
Thin.
this is a cool thing to do, to manipulate one stroke. And I discovered if you go to the 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I go really near like this, boom, I have this under me, a hole, and this one still there. You see?
What? And why does it have to be 7?
I don't know.
I lost you
Ask
there,
Quill. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because 7, maybe all the 7, the 6 will
So wait, so
manipulate.
if it's not 7, it wouldn't stay?
Yes, it
So
will. If you make 8, it will
Yeah.
stay these 2. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over there. Let's do. Boom. I will have 2 here. You see?
So it just needs 7 between them. Gotcha.
Yeah. And you can go do like this. And when I don't make it bigger or smaller, I can go further.
I
You see?
see.
And when I go nearer, it makes smaller.
Even smaller.
I don't do the smaller tool. I do the thicker tool, but he's making it smaller.
weird.
So now, if I wanted this same smallness, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
You have
that's
to
fine.
be the same. So I have to swim to the other one.
Oh my god.
Oh, you have to stay at the same scale. Okay.
Yeah, genau. That's right. So
This is Tyler type stuff.
Yeah,
It really
right.
is, yeah.
well, this is
And-
crazy.
and there's a point. You see, now it's really small.
What?
There's a point. Now I can do here and there and there. I go nearer. I can do
So
it.
you can almost bevel stuff, or yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah. I love it. And then when you want to do something in here, you can do like a ball or something like this.
What?
You can make a lot of like industrial type tools and pieces of stuff with this,
Yeah,
like screws and bolts and things like that.
and let's do.
Damn.
How do
Wow,
you
that's
find this? like, how can you
I
accidentally?
was there. Why I cannot manipulate only one? And then oh,
He's a necromancer.
Not even,
Necromancer. He spoke to the
uh,
spirits.
and what you can do also.
Black magic.
Yeah, it's magic. It's real magic. You
I
can
would like
do.
Inigo to do this.
You know, when Van Eyck discovered oil painting back in like at the very beginning that oil painting was being introduced, people thought he was actually a necromancer because he could make people look very realistic. So that's why the necromancer reference. Yeah,
But it's funny
you're
because
talking to
Daniel,
spirits.
you did something similar with a Daniel glow, right? Like it's the same thing where you just scale it. Like what would happen if you now
Yeah.
thicken this this whole
Everything.
stroke?
The
Yeah,
whole stroke,
everything,
yeah,
but
let's,
like for a
let's
long time.
duplicate it before I
Yeah.
destroy it.
I wonder if it becomes flat or something. You know?
I think you could use this kind of thing also
Oh,
to
that's
make.
cool.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, what?
Wow.
No way, bro.
There you have a sci-fi building done.
Yeah, like a tower, or something, like a Star Wars
Thinner.
Cloud City towers.
Oh wow.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say you can make
Oh,
like
this
really,
is,
really interesting structures in this.
Barbecue.
yeah.
Skewers.
Shish kebab.
Spare.
Yeah, here, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah. What looks really cool? It's also when you colorize it. Let's
Alright.
do
Because
this.
it's now super smooth, right?
Oh,
It's like gradients.
yeah. Oh, like this. Let's do it. Not too strong. You manipulate
Oh, wow.
only this one.
Wow.
You're having different materials, as it were.
Or you can go here in here.
Wow.
And it's just one stroke. Huh? It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
It will do wonders for draw calls and optimization as well.
Yeah.
Well, so I would be curious if that actually compresses well. Did you try to upload it to Media Studio or something? I wonder, because I think the technique that that Zayu showed, how to make perfect squares, sometimes when it gets compressed into the IMM format, it actually breaks a little bit, but sometimes it doesn't. So I would try this today, like just uploading it and see what happens.
One question, Jari. Could you look at the polys on the optimization?
Here
thing,
it's
just to see what it is in terms of polys.
Now I have many memory because of the frame by frame animation.
But what does a poly count on the layer say?
It's 8K.
8K.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. What happens if you optimize this stroke? What does it look like if you use the optimization tool?
Optimize
That's
this
a good question,
too.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's try something on my side.
Nothing. 17K.
Yeah, it's optimized enough.
Yeah, it's look at that! Holy crap!
That's balls to the wall, insane right now.
And now you could grab this one in here and make something here like this.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of allowed to kind of like oh wow, that's nuts.
This is awesome. This is great.
Balls to the wall, insane right now.
And let's try another thing because how many?
You're 40 minutes in.
40 minutes. Okay, so I can try one thing.
Goro, if he keeps this up, we're gonna need like a couple of hours. this is too important, I think.
Let's do another one.
I love this stuff. So cool.
This is very good.
Let's do the same with also in purple. Let's do high poly in here and put it right in the middle. So
have you tried it with a square brush?
Square brush was. I tried it. I tried it with every brush, and every brush works. So you can. Let's do this with another brush. Let's do a line with a ribbon brush, maybe. Or let's
Daniel
do
brush.
Ribbon brush.
The Daniel brush, the flat squash brush. No, we can do the cube. The cube looks good, I think. Yeah.
I don't have the cube, but I can do the cube.
No,
okay.
That's good too. Yeah. It's any square brush works.
Again.
That could be a good addition for, like a suggestion for the Quill programmers to have a checkbox or something in the thickness tool that you can check, and then once you check it, is instead of making soft thickness deformation, make it sharp. So
it doesn't have a fall off. You mean like just colorizing tool and stuff?
Yeah.
Or maybe a slider for the thickness tool, so it doesn't.
Maybe it doesn't work on this stroke.
It could be useful to have this on a checkbox.
Yep.
So you don't have to zoom in.
They just have weird hitboxes in some areas where the thickness and whatnot, like, I don't know, it's weird to explain, but I've noticed it too, where sometimes like the strokes won't take the effect of whatever brush you have if it's in the wrong spot.
Let's try the linear.
I've noticed it most, I think, on like the cylinder ones, but
so only on certain polys it would work, or?
I think so. Because I noticed, like, even when you try to select it, in some places, like, you won't be able to grab it unless it hits like the center or a certain area.
Let's animate this like I did before. Let's put it on the linear folder. Let's turn it all the way back.
Well, last week's stream was 2 hours, so.
I want to first go up and then down, So let's put it again here. It's not too high. Let's do it smaller so it goes faster. Yeah, like this. And then I'm going to bake it. Then I want to manipulate it like I showed before with the bug.
Yes.
Let's do it. Yeah. So I go. Let's show me the stroke, and here go to the thicker and thinner tool, and then.
Oh wait! Oh, are you going to animate this?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wait.
So I'm a bad student. I totally didn't get distracted with Reddit or anything when you were showing off that technique. So you zoom in really far with the thick and thin tool, and then just touch one of the vertices,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it gets really tiny.
Even if you use the thicken tool.
It doesn't matter if you're thinning or thickening, right?
Yeah, you have. You has to be thicken it. If you thin it, it's works also with a thinner.
Okay.
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 I think we're gonna have our minds blown right now.
So it doesn't matter.
Our bodies are not ready
or
for
not.
this.
To go here.
Okay.
Kind of cool.
And does it matter with like the fall off radius, or does it have to be maxed out, or does it not even matter?
I think thick and thick doesn't have a fall off.
Does it?
Does it not?
I don't think so. I think colorize has.
I think everyone does until I should figure out that they don't.
Yeah, I think thick and thin doesn't have a fall off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that could be a good suggestion. Yeah, it does have like a slider, no? Opacity
A slider, yeah, a slider for strength, but not the two radiuses like the grab tool.
Yeah. I think the only thing that's
Yeah,
Well,
it
the
does.
radius is the size of your tool, no? You can just.
Yeah, but you know how you have a fall off for.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's cool.
These are the ends of my strokes.
That's gonna look like a waveforms, like a sound wave or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be really cool for a music video, something like that, like a sound waves.
And something that is animated following sound, like sound is what leads the action. I think that's very, very cool.
Let's go in here.
Even with characters. Yeah.
No, so let's see. Or maybe I do something up here. Like this. Something. That's
So excited to see what happens.
Yeah, me too.
You never know.
So let's put
I
it
think
back. This
guy Jamil that does a lot of abstract stuff, I think he's going to find this very useful because he does a lot of abstract landscapes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
thinking he's going to find this very, very useful.
Yeah.
Now I turn it. Oh, okay. I have the stroke already in. The other one. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. Now I can do it. Okay. Will be.
What?
Wait. I'm not finished yet.
I'm too excited. I am.
Hold your what's. Hold your what's for now.
Let's bake it directly.
And then you
Bake that bread.
You're basically neutralizing now, right?
I'm going first.
You're good.
Save.
Really freaking out.
I remember I made the mistake once of baking like a 50-second long thing once, and I just had to sit there for 10 minutes and let it go.
And not move your head.
Let's see.
And it worked?
Yeah.
It didn't crash? Holy
No,
shit.
it finished after like 10 seconds. Or 10 minutes.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh my god.
I have this on.
That's so cool.
So can I say it now?
Yeah, you can say it now.
What?
There you go.
It looks pretty good. I think it's going to be very useful for people that have interest in like abstract animation. I think this is going to be super helpful.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it
no, good stuff.
very much.
Well, and I've noticed also with these, I haven't tried this, but the loops, you can do all kinds of crazy particles. So
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to give you all kinds of options for particle effects.
Yeah.
It's giving me some like screen UI vibes too. Like you just kind of put that on a monitor as like a background detail, but depending on how heavy it would be too, would also really change how your scene holds it. Because I know your memory is already really high, but I think that's also because you have about like 6 of these that are
he has the
invisible
head
right
too,
now.
right in there.
Yeah, and they're all like about 5 to 6 seconds long. Like something like that, you could maybe do like a second tops, and then you could go and delete like every other frame just to bring some of that down even more.
Oh,
Yeah, totally. Like short loops is the key, right?
Yeah.
Well, and this does work with ribbons. So, I mean, you can go back to ribbons. You don't have to like use the heavier geometry as
Yeah.
well.
And the crazy thing is, this is like super optimizable, the stroke, right? Like it doesn't show a difference even if you optimize. What?
Cool, man.
This is so
I
cool.
think I think though the concern at this point is like how much
If it
can
compresses.
you optimize? Yeah, how much can you optimize it if it's just one stroke and it's still becoming heavy? So that's
And if
probably
it
something
will...
that
Can you show the perfect circle that you mentioned in the beginning?
yeah. Wait 2 seconds so I can do one thing that I want to do.
One even more mind-blowing stuff.
I'm so curious with that flag. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to
Yes.
show the flag. Oh,
Yeah, we can go over a little bit if you have time, Jari.
I have time.
Okay, cool.
Let's...
because flags are traditionally very hard to animate if you're not simulating them. I find.
Whoa, that's how you... Whoa, so
Hello.
sick.
There are some strokes that I love really,
Oh, man.
really much.
Oh, look at that.
This
That's
is
like
just
kaleidoscope
one
stuff.
insane rabbit hole
Yeah.
right now.
It's-
And now
This
you can
is-
put
where
this
does
in a
it
group
end?
and rotate it and stuff like that, right? So
yeah,
it's like
I can
goes
do it
endless.
again with a circular loop or a linear loop.
It just
forth
gets
and back.
heavier and heavier and heavier, but I mean...
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
amazing.
That's awesome.
This is a deep rabbit hole right now, guys.
Yeah,
I can
very
select
Going
lost
to another
Um,
another
merge
We're
dimension.
gonna see a lot
everything.
of creepy animations from now on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff.
One
This,
more.
Good stuff.
this is Big Lebowski stuff here.
Yeah.
And there's inside, yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna baptize Jari as the dudeness.
The dude, yeah. That's
The dude.
This is the dude technique.
This high-ranking
I love
position of the dude.
So,
That's great.
Okay,
so I
now
wanted
do
to
this
show.
in Maya then.
Shit.
Now it became exponentially harder to do in other 3D applications.
I know. Unless you're a programmer and you know how to, like Inigo level guy.
You can
that
just write it.
You can just
You could
write
you could
this kind
use
of
Mash. You could use Mash to do things like that, like the motion graphics suite, but it's still a headache. As I kept saying, it's.
Can you
just
do it this
nightmare-inducing.
fast?
No, not at all. It's faster than it used to be, but it's still not this level.
With the flag next, right?
the flag, yeah. Let's
need
do the
the flag.
flag.
I want to see the flag.
Waving flag and the
Because
perfect
Daniel and
circle.
I
I have
miserably.
I have a scene that maybe it can have a flag with the building.
Oh yeah, your high fear of heights.
high
Yeah.
skyscraper building. Maybe has a flag somewhere. Maybe.
Do it.
I will
Yeah.
take the ribbon brush
Or the letters on the sandwich is flapping around.
like this. I'm going to colorize it like the Belgian flag. And it's,
Oh yeah.
I have to.
Oh, the Spanish flag. Easier.
Spanish is easier. Only 2 colors. Right.
Actually, it will be more difficult because you have to do the same, like horizontally. 3 colors horizontal.
Oh,
This.
yeah.
And then I want.
It's easier for Belgium. It's harder for Germany.
Yeah.
It's harder. You cannot animate a German flag. And now what I have to do now? Yeah, I selected it. I make a duplication because I wanted to have this on the right in the middle. So I bring this close to here, close enough. So I put it right back in the middle. I don't need this anymore. And
just for the pivot?
Just to be right here in the middle.
Oh.
And then
But I don't understand the duplicate situation.
Yeah, just that was a brilliant tip.
And now I will do a little twist like this.
Yeah, can you elaborate again why you duplicated? To get the gimbal into the center? Or?
Yeah, and so I have the same strokes and the gimbal will be right in the center, so I can go back here in the center.
Could you have done that with a group? Just to create a group?
I did this with the group, with a layer group. Layer.
Okay.
You can do this. I don't know if you can do this with a group. I don't understand.
If you create a new group, I thought the pivot is automatically in the center.
I think it works where it does go to the center. Even still, I think it would theoretically work if you had 2 strokes there and you wanted to get it into the middle. I think if you reset pivot, it will still bring it to the middle of what's in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we watch and see.
You watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Just a little bit. Like this. And then I grab the end to bring this more into the middle. So I don't want to manipulate this tip. You see, this is my trick to animate, not the end. And now when I go loop it in this circular, I have to think, from where is the wind is coming? It's coming from here, right there. So I have to rotate it clockwise.
Jeez.
So I put this on my rotation layer. Maybe it will be. Let's see if it's still in the middle. So
this is like a rotation layer you created in the beginning for your head, right?
That's right.
Okay.
He's still in the middle. You can eye level it like this. And yeah, let's rotate it. It's not right because of them.
Because you changed the frame rate once, right? You just match it.
Let's go right in the middle, nearer. One more. Whoop. So now I have 412, and here 414, 114.
Do you have an engineering background?
No, I'm a technical drafter.
Okay.
I do the plans for the buildings that we are creating.
Oh damn! That's where it comes from. This way of thinking.
Yeah. Now I put the flag on the rotation layer.
You haven't played that. You're not at frame 0.
Oh! Let's go out.
Out again.
When you put the layer, you have to be on frame 0, huh?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can't create the perfect loop.
Let me show what happened if I'm not here on the first frame. And then I jump into the rotation layer. We'll see. Mm-hmm. And when I jump back to the first frame, it did a twist.
That's weird. Okay. So you have to be on frame 0.
Yeah, so you can make sure that you can neutralize the movement later, right? Because otherwise you're manipulating the start point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you put the child in there later, then the loop won't work.
Because of the rotation is in the linear folder, so it goes down. But I could do this also, but I don't want this now. Let's go out of this. I don't need it anymore, so delete it.
Okay.
And
now it's just a clean rotation, right?
Yeah.
Just a clean rotation. Okay.
Okay, let's bake it.
Okay, I think Daniel and we tried it with a linear motion up, left and right.
Yeah,
it's way harder. And now you will see why I twist it a little bit. Because I have more space here to see what I do. Because of the ribbon brush, it will,
if it's not twisted, you wouldn't be able to see what you're doing. I see.
Oh, because it's so thin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I have more. This part from here, from there to there is thicker, but it's still like this, like down. If it's flat like this, I cannot manipulate. So I have to. You will see.
Okay.
I take the notch brush. I need to.
You're officially in overtime now.
Okay, that's okay. I'm not far away from the end. Let's take this.
So this is how you could animate a fish too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a whale or something.
Anything, yeah, or like a manta ray.
Well, but without the notch tool, you cannot animate good stuff with the notch tool. But here on the flag, it's good. So I notch it like this. I go from there because I touch it from the right angle here. So normally I have to do a rotation like this, and then I go here and notch it on the other way, right beside, and then
so
notch it there.
Okay.
Let's do this all the way around.
So it's like you have to make sure that you touch all the frames a little bit, so you kind of.
And you have to be right in the middle of your. Let's go.
No way! Holy crap!
Mind blown.
Oh shit!
I quit.
If you have your notch tool too small and you don't notch anything, if you don't be right in the middle of the stroke, you see, and when you are too small, you notch it, then he creates something that's like this. You see, it's bending like this.
Oh yeah.
So I do it
this
big
was
enough.
A flat stroke or
this is a flag. This is the ribbon brush.
This one. Oh,
yeah. One flat square stroke.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay.
And notch it. Let's notch it until the end of this.
Holy shit! I would never have thought of this.
I know. I mean, I still have to wrap my head around it a little bit, like how you came up with this angle and stuff like that, but man.
Well, it's engineering, I guess, right?
Yeah,
like, I think that's what baffles me the most about this, is whenever I figured out how to do the weird eye stalk thing, it was because I was trying to make an eye stalk. I don't know any time I would sit in like a dark room and go, how can I make a square stroke have like cool cuts in it that shoot like wavelengths over time?
Let's put this on my rotation layer back. I don't need
frame 0, right?
Anymore. Frame 0.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And where he was here. Let's go. Oh.
Did you already reverse the rotation layer or not yet?
I'm going to do this now. Let's be sure that the green ones are done. First of all, I want to touch here, so I will be sure that the pivot point is on the same position. That what I did wrong before. So now I want to be down. I can look here if they're rotating counterclockwise. Yeah, it's okay. I can put it here. It's okay.
Yeah.
So let's put it into here. Let's bake it. Normally I save before I bake, and every time when I bake, I'm in shock. Let's save it.
Yeah, there's always that like
that freeze,
heart-dropping moment. Yeah, where your stomach just drops, and you're like, "Uh-oh."
And let's see what I get.
Oh my!
No way!
That's great. That's fantastic.
Boom. Yeah. What you could do is select everything and colorize it.
Were you like careful not to touch the black? I mean the
end,
the center, right? So you wanted to make sure that only
only effects here from here to there.
Only the wind is affecting.
Sometimes I'm a little bit nearer, so it do something, but that's okay. For flag, it's really nice.
You just put a flag post in there and it covers up the mistakes.
Wow.
But now you can easily make this a French flag, for example, right?
Easily?
Or, yeah, by just recoloring.
You can recolor
what you just did.
now.
Yeah.
First of all, I grab the end and grab it back, so I will be sure that I'm straighter.
Huh.
And then I can do the shadows. I can try it, but I don't know if it works. Let's try where it is. Here, there. Let's darken it a little bit. Just a little bit, not too strong. And let's darken it. This part I want to be darker. Maybe this.
Oh, you're doing some shading now.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah.
Then I take this one a little bit darker. Yeah, and the black I need to make it a little bit lighter. On some points maybe I don't have a point. Let's try here. Something. No, there's nothing. Oh, there's something. Okay, let's try. Let's see. Yeah.
So it's like traveling through. Nice.
Oh, because you haven't baked it yet, right?
No, it is the baked one. He selected all frames. He selected all frames and then he colorized sections of it.
Oh.
I colorized this part and not on this side. On this side I want to be brighter.
Okay.
So because of the shadow.
The way I did was I moved my hand sideways.
With it.
So so the shadow travels on the same direction as the waves.
It only be darken or if it's on this position where normally the shadow is here.
Yeah.
So it looks
that
nice.
Looks really good.
Wow.
It's great.
It looks like a simulation, really. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Just call it anim flag.
I'm really curious to see how heavy that is on memory.
Yeah, what if you optimize this at maximum?
Yeah, let's try this.
It all depends on the amount of frames that we have, right? We have
because the amount of frames is important there too.
You can probably do this loop pretty quickly.
Maybe long.
If it's 100 frames and maybe
optimize current layer. That's right. That's this one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Now I'm 74. Yeah. For this looping,
I'm kind of wondering about memory.
High memory.
Is that number per frame or the whole layer?
This is
frame
per frame. Yeah.
So that times 100 frames, right?
Yeah,
What is
100 frames.
Yeah,
70 cores.
Sorry, what was the
140.
number in terms of the polys on the
It's
optimization?
7,400 polygons once it's optimized.
That's pretty
Let's-
good.
let's
That's
I don't
amazing.
have optimized
Because
it
he
yet.
has 74 times the 100 frames, right? So it's like still just
Okay.
7K
Now I
polygons.
have optimized it until the end. It's not so nice.
Still looks
sharper.
good.
If it's further away, like that is
Yeah. That's right. If it's
Good to
further
go.
away, let's.
Also,
Put it
but if
further
it's
away.
running smooth and you have a minimal scene, you probably don't even need to kind of optimize it that much.
Yeah.
So you can preserve the arcs and the in the animation.
Now you're at like 30 max, right?
30 max,
30
yeah.
frames max. Yeah.
And if memory's a big issue too, you could go in and painstakingly just erase or like remove the keyframes of every other frame, so you'd get half the total amount of frames for memory.
Yeah.
And it would still look relatively
Yeah.
smooth.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
like, the thing you have it at 100 frames is because to do this circle and to get the speed desired, you need
Yeah. Yeah.
like, to do a
I-
full 360,
yeah.
you need the length, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You have
That
to,
makes sense.
if you go to 3 seconds, you have to go right over here, and the distance between the frames are higher because of
Yes.
that. So you don't manipulate many strokes, only a few, and you can play with this.
Yeah, I wonder if you can do a loop, maybe like 24 frames long, if there's a way to do that with a similar technique without having to go like full 4 seconds, you know? Like, I wonder.
Probably make the circle that it rotates around smaller, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you make
or you make the flag smaller, and then you have enough distance.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
I'm gonna
let's-
experiment with this. This is really cool.
Let's.
You'll get a faster animation, I guess, because you have.
Yeah,
less-
well, that's what I'm asking, right? Because that's what Jari just said. If you make the flag smaller or the radius smaller, then even with 24 frames, you can make a same speed flag, probably.
Mhm.
It's the relationship to the rotation pivot, the distance and the size of the flag.
That's right. That's correct.
Yeah.
Let's do a last one.
Yes.
Last trick. Oh, let's save before.
Oh wait, there is more. Okay.
There's one last trick. And then I'm
perfect
empty. The bottle of
One
magic
more
is empty.
thing.
So let's do a straight line. I will show you a perfect circle with only 4 lines. You can do this maybe with 3 or 2 or maybe also with 1 stroke. And I show you this with some stroke. With the 4 strokes. I create a paint layer. Yeah. It's paint stroke.
This
Now
is
for this
where you
I'm
get
using
Tyler's full attention.
ellipse brush.
Yeah, Reddit has been closed.
I'm
need the
using the
perfect
ellipse
circle.
brush with a straight beginning and
Edge.
ending
Yeah.
edges. Yeah. And let's take another color, purple again. Do it here, like this, and yeah, to my pivot, and then I rotate it. I let it here overlap. It's not too much, but also not like this. You need like this or more. Let's do it again. Here. Like this. Redo. So I have a perfect square. And then I go here. I want to have this right in the middle. I need to be right
Selected.
down on the center. If I'm not in the center, it's not
Center of the selection.
right. Center of this.
So
how
you're
do you call
moving
it?
the selection down into
Yeah.
the center, right?
So
Yeah.
right in the center. So now I'm more or less in the center. Yeah, that's okay. Let's put it. I don't need this small ball. I don't want this because if I have this, the edges will twist. So I put this, make this off, and then I go right here in the middle. I grab it, more or less, and then while I'm grabbing it, I can change my tool. That's okay.
Okay.
And then I stabilize my hand. I let
Stabilize meaning you put it on a table or something?
Yeah, I put it on my desk now.
Okay.
And now I don't grab it anymore. I try to need to be on the grab tool. Now I grab it with the grab tool with the right index finger trigger like this, and then I go and go up with the analog stick a little bit like this, only like this, and then I take my layer, I create a copy of this layer, so I push the trigger, the left trigger, and do up with the analog stick and see what I get. You go and push it up against the wall, the sphere, and then I have a perfect circle.
Wait. So you just duplicated the frame?
Yeah. I know I have 7 frames. On the last frame, I have the perfect circle. You see?
Wait.
What? Wait.
I couldn't. What?
Yeah, it literally just looked like you went. So then I take the grab tool, I push it, and then I just make a circle. Now it's like the SpongeBob episode.
So hold on. So you grabbed it, but then why does it do this when you create when you duplicate the frame? Like when you duplicate the frame,
it's like a redo. It's like a redo.
I noticed that too. Yeah. The redo that you do when you move something. You move a selection and then you do redo, and it does the same movement with the offset, right?
But only if it.
That's right.
Only if the animate duplicate transform selection option is on, right? Do you have that on?
No.
Let's show you this on my head here.
I know what he did. Yeah, I know what he did.
I'm going
the grab
in the middle, right in the middle, and then I need to be there. Yeah, I grab it with my right index finger, and now I have it here like this.
Yes.
And then I push it, inflate it a little bit like this. And when I create, I copy this layer, it will make a redo.
You duplicate frame, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Redo until the end of the sphere. You see?
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you broke Goro
such
there
a-
for a minute.
That is such a weird interaction that I
I'm
feel
still
like
broken.
doesn't even. I'm still trying to figure out how that makes sense, but because it's supposed to be just duplicating the frame.
Yeah.
How does it redo it?
It's redoing the previous transformation, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's doing.
Yeah.
On the second frame, you make the same like I did before with the grab tool. While I'm grabbing it, I need to grab this all the time, all the frames, and what you can do with this perfect circle is, that's here. You can do a perfect sphere. I need to go delete all the frames before.
Yeah.
I had the nudge tool. It's in so.
Whoa.
Deflate it.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. You just inflated
I first I deflate it so it goes. I don't know. It goes. It's better to deflate it before. Yeah, and then it's even, and then I inflate it.
Oh my god!
And
Okay.
now I can choose the 4 frames. I'll colorize it before I do it. Normal. Yeah. White. And then this. Oh wait. for me, it's the best 10. 10 it's a minimum. 8
Okay.
it's not a good sphere. 10 it's okay. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to thicken it. Let's watch from this position so I see better. And then you see?
This is a cheaper way.
From
of
this
doing,
angle,
like,
it's really, really round, like my perfect circle.
yeah.
Here.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Now let's show
That's
you
that's
something
an
else.
easier way. That's a more economical way of doing a sphere
Yeah.
than the previous way we're doing the lathe.
What does it look like when you colorize it?
Yeah, I want to colorize. I want to make an eyeball. You want to see an eyeball with a green eye. Let's do green eye.
Bruh.
And
Yeah. Okay. I'm
You
sold
see.
on this.
You see?
Mm.
It's like an iris. Let's do it all.
Okay.
Oh, it's intersecting a lot.
You actually get texture.
Hmm.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hmm.
And maybe a little bit bluish in there.
What was the initial stroke here? Was a flat?
It was
It was this
ribbon
one,
with
ellipse
the
brush.
With the flat
Yeah.
tip.
The video cannot get posted soon enough.
Yeah. Would you be able to come a little bit closer, Jari? Because I wanted to check the texture a little bit closer. Oh, okay. I see what it is. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let's duplicate this one. I want to do how do you call it?
the pupil.
The pupil. So I could do this like this. Well, it's not. I don't like this. I'm normally an eye. It's
It goes inwards, right?
inwards. Yeah, can do inwards, but
Oh, so you have... Holy crap. So if you only select the top portion, you only select those
Yeah.
strokes because it was made out of
let's
4
show you.
strokes.
I have here the sides,
Man.
and here I have the cross
okay.
lines, and on this side also. So maybe I don't need this.
So it's better to do it with 4 instead of trying to do it with 1.
Yeah,
because
with
then
an
you have-
eye,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
far better. That's why I did an eye. Now I'm trying to do my pupil with erase, because that's make a nice effect here. Pupil aren't really round, but that will be round enough, I think. Yeah. So and then I put my pupil in here, maybe, and change the
Convex, concave.
concave and convex.
Yeah.
Um,
The iris is supposed to be
The iris needs to be concave, right?
concave, right? I think so. So you can get the little shiny specular.
yeah, I can
Needs to
do
rotate back, right?
a little bit smaller. So, or I can grab it like here and push it a little bit back. But I want to have this kind of eye, my pupil in there, and that's my eye.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
And when you optimize this to maximum, it's probably still looks okay, right? If you-
Yeah. Now it's
Optimize the strokes.
19,000 K.
Yeah.
And if let's duplicate it first, so I will hold this, and then I go
Maximum. Boom.
maximum.
It still looks the same.
Wow.
And how big is it now? How many? You can't see.
4K.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can manipulate also the iris.
Can you shade a little bit the?
Yeah, you can shade it also. You can manipulate the iris or the pupil.
Have like a little shadow kind of.
Like this. It's more scary.
Yeah.
Or shading. This
Under eye white, yeah.
If you colorize it a little bit
darker white. Shading it.
Does it look alright, or does it looks all the? Does it have all the spaghetti feeling?
It's more like texture, huh?
Yeah.
It looks more textured almost.
There's a lot of intersection happening.
Yeah.
On the strips in there.
Yeah.
So it almost looks like paint texture in a way.
Yeah, but you can thicker it or thinner it, so you don't have this maybe.
So you change the intersections.
Yeah.
You can do this.
Nice, man. Man, that was a lot to take in. You had a lot of tricks in your sleeve, up your sleeve. Holy crap.
No, I'm empty. Never do a stream again. No, maybe I will discover some techniques in the future.
We're actually exactly at an hour and a half, so if you want to wrap it up.
Cool.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody to join in.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's
Thanks,
really
Jari.
helpful.
Thanks, Jari. This was amazing.
Yeah, that was
Stop
great.
the recording. No.